What's a grant?
What is a grant?
Like, what do you mean by like a grant?
A grant is, for our purposes, whenever it's money. Whenever a hospital or whenever an organization needs money for something, and it is not sort of either our regular hospital program or a regular domestic violence shelter program. So it's some specialty request. So we have a pretty easy 2-page grant application. It's not complicated. As Carla mentioned, usually for other organizations, grants are a super complicated process that you have to write this huge, long application for and justification. And what we're looking for is really just simple little couple paragraphs about what kind of organization you are, what you want, sort of broken down by sort of equipment, not in super detail, but just how many Xboxes, how many iPads, or what are you going to do with this money, and then a little bit about what you're hoping to get from it. So, and then we look at it, and if it seems to make sense based on the amount of impact that it's going to have, then we do it and we approve it. So, yeah, we've done a bunch of them. We're doing more and more as we sort of get out there and figure out how many different needs there are. Grants are the way to go. So
basically you're saying, rather than people being like, hello, I would like 5 iPads and 1 Xbox and 10 3DSs in these games, they're like, hello, we would like $5,000 to buy equipment for our hospital, and here's what we're going to buy with it, and you're like, okay, here's the money?
Yeah, we would much rather give them the money and let them buy the things. It makes it a little easier on our end. Than sort of buying all this stuff and sending it out. We still do we still do stuff for the annual gift, but for the grants, yeah, we send them a check and let them purchase whatever it is they have said they need.
That seems much more efficient.
Wasn't it also? I only caught the second half of this conversation, so you might have mentioned this already. But I remember someone saying that there was a hospital where they were like, "Could we use the money to buy paint to redo the children's walls, because they wanted to do so they didn't necessarily want video games, but they wanted
for our international hospitals, rather than we don't send any physical goods to our international hospitals just because it's expensive. Canada's not too bad, but to try to send stuff to Australia or the UK, physical things would be way more expensive. So we send just cash to the international hospitals, and I think that was our Egypt hospital when they were our first year. And we sent them a check, and they said, hey, this is great, but can we buy some paint? And we were thinking finger paint. We were like, yeah, of course, but what they meant is their paint was literally peeling on the walls of the units, and they would like to paint the units to make it look nicer. And we said, yes, that is great. Please paint your walls. And then they didn't they didn't use all of the check that we gave them, and then future checks they don't to get more equipment. But yeah. So we're a little flexible. It doesn't all necessarily go towards Xboxes.
Have to buy Xboxes.
Yeah.
For the children.
Cool.
That's awesome.